Here in Ohio on March 19th, voters will have their say on local, state, and national races, including the Democratic contest for Cuyahoga County Prosecutor. Today, incumbent Michael O'Malley and challenger Matthew Ahn squared off in a debate at the City Club of Cleveland. To talk about the race and the issues, we're joined by Mark Naymik, our old buddy, managing editor of Signal Cleveland. You were at that debate today, Mark. What stood out to you?
Well, first is they each would bring a starkly different experience and philosophy to that office. Matthew Ahn, 32-year-old former law professor, and Michael O'Malley, 60 years old, been there since 2017. They are arguing a lot over the philosophy of judicial reform.
This race is getting a lot of attention, not unusual for a race like this, but anything unique about this particular race that voters should know?
Yeah, I think more than anything, let's set the table. This race has more impact than a lot of offices because this prosecutor of Cuyahoga County affects everything across the county. They decide who gets charged, which civil cases they go after. They're in charge of public corruption investigations, and it would make a big difference. And this race, because it's in the Democratic primary, the winner will likely be the one that advances beyond November, because right now on the Republican side, there's just a write-in candidate, and history tells us the Democrats win this office.
You talked about their differences right now, but again, they're both Democrats. Anything else stand out to you in terms of their differences and their philosophies?
Yes, the biggest issue for them is what is a fancy term. It's called discretionary bind-over, and what that means is how they treat serious juvenile offenders between ages 14 and 17. They want to argue over what is the best route for these juveniles. Matthew Ahn, the law professor, is arguing he would pause this. Michael O'Malley says we still have to do it in the most serious cases. This is what this whole race has been kind of pivoting on out in the community.
This race, as we said, 2 weeks from today. Anything voters should look out for between now and then?
Not to expect big ads on TV. This is not that kind of race. They're going to be out in the community. They are talking up, as they did today, things like their differences on the capital punishment. Matthew Ahn would not seek that. Michael O'Malley says, I would continue to seek it when needed. That is an issue that they'll exploit, maybe in some flyers and mailers, things that came out of that debate today. Much more substantive than I've seen in a lot of these recent debates.
Well, you just answer my question. A civil debate? Would you call it a civil debate?
It was civil. There were some jabs there.
Okay.
Matthew Ahn described Mike's experience, which is their big difference, as entrenchment. And Michael O'Malley seemed like he wanted to give Matthew Ahn a job so that he could get experience to someday be a prosecutor. So that's how it came across.
Gotta love politics. All right, Mark Naymik, it's always great to see you. Thanks for your insight.
Russ.
And with that primary just 2 weeks away, early voting is underway right now. You can check out our full election guide at WKYC.com.